Hey everybody, back out at the range. Just got the Ruger SFAR back from being repaired from Ruger. They gave me a new bolt carrier group. They said they fixed the regulator and they shot 20 rounds through it, so we're going to see if it runs. All right, so I apologize for the dark settings, but I just couldn't hold back and I had to get back out to the range. Got the SFAR back in the mail from Ruger. On the packaging or on the bill of receipt, they said that they replaced the bolt carrier group and they fixed the regulator. I already had the new gas regulator in there. I have no idea what that means. I called them up and they said, yeah, we fixed it. I said, what does that mean? They said it could include cleaning. So no idea what that means. Also, interesting point, and I've shared this in some comments, but for those of you who are just joining in, I'll put a link to a playlist. I have a whole series of testing that I've done. It's the first time I've sent it back to Ruger, and we're going to see what happens with that. But really, the key kind of cliff notes to catch everybody up on this is I had reliability issues with this and cycling issues on the various gas settings with it, including suppressed, unsuppressed. Tried changing out some buffer weights to get some different experiences with it, so on and so forth. Long story short, in the end, my gas key came unloose off of the bolt carrier group, and I called Ruger and they said, oh, we have to send that in. That's kind of an interesting anecdote, though, because these guns, I assume, are being mass produced. And that means that you can't order a bolt carrier group for them separately and just get it in, like to have a backup or to have a spare or something like that. That seems odd to me, that they have to be fitted. At least that's what they told me. That could be a lie. They may have wanted this in just to check it over because, maybe I'm doing these YouTube videos or something like that. And all three of you people have said, oh, wow, Ruger, what's going on? Three people can make quite a noise. So long story short, though, got it back. Gas key appears to be fixed. I do think there's some potential for some issues. If you look at that video that I put out, and I also have another video that compares this bolt carrier group to a regular AR-15. AR-15, AR-10s typically have two screws that are staked that are holding the gas key down. The SFAR only has one screw. Could that be a critical design flaw? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to keep testing this. We'll hopefully put out fewer videos on the SFAR as time goes on because things just are working and it's boring to see a gun work and work beautifully. But we're just going to keep shooting it, see if we get reliability. And let's get to shooting now and let's see what, they said they fired 20 rounds and it worked flawlessly. They said of federal ammunition. They didn't say 308. They didn't say 7.62. I have heard that it's 308 through the rumor mill. Don't know that though, but what I have today, because I'm running low on ammo, is Aguila. And then I also have some other 308 ammunition. We'll give that a shot. We'll see how it runs on this thing. I do have it set up. This is totally stock factory configuration. Normally to test my suppressor, I have a different muzzle brake on. This is the boomer brake that comes from Ruger. They put it back on. It's all tight as they set it up. Gas setting 2. Their new bolt carrier group. I've done nothing with the buffer weights, nothing with the buffer spring. This is all original Ruger parts on here. The only thing I've done to this rifle is I put my scope back on, just so that I, am not looking like an idiot just shooting, with no sights on at all. So, let's do some testing. This is the second time shooting this. First time I forgot my microphone. I actually have my microphone today. So I put 10 shots down range. That worked. Let's go for the next 10 shots. I have the factory original magazine. This is one that I sent in with it for the testing and they sent back. And so, let's see if we can get some more reliability out of this. Okay, I have a target just down 25 yards just so that I can just get to shooting it and I've got 30 rounds teed up, and so let's check with the reliability on what we can get out of 30 rounds. Nope, it failed. Failure to pick up a round. Not getting any bolt hold back open on these. Doesn't matter which mag, what, nothing. Another failure. I'm getting failures again. Let's see if we have to go up. Have to use different settings. So I have to go back and see. Well, failure to eject, so that's the wrong direction. All right, now we have gas setting 3. We'll run on this. Got a bolt hold open. Gas setting 3 worked. It was a little bit back to the way it was when I first got the rifle. When I first got it, it would not run this. It would not run the M80 ball ammo on setting 2, but it would run 308 on it. And so maybe that's the way it's going to have to be. Let's run a little bit more of this 308 on here. Sorry, the NATO 762 NATO, and then we'll switch to 308 and see if we can run that on setting 2. Okay, yeah, seemed to run that all fine on setting 3. So that's good to know. Next up, I got a little bit of this Hornady match. Let's go back down to setting 2, see if it runs on that. All right, got hold, lock, hold back, and yeah, so it looks like I'm NATO on setting 3 and 308 on setting 2. So I can live with that. I may, that won't prevent me from trying to mess with the buffer springs and other things like that. So, get it all run on one setting. But yeah, let's take a little pause here, and we're gonna go look at our shells and where they're at. Okay, so we got piles of shells. We got some close, and we've got some far, all going in somewhat similar directions. We have some out here. All right, that looks like the Aguila round. So it looks like we start going a little bit forward when we start moving to gas setting 3 is what we're doing. Let's see what these real close ones. These also look like the Aguila. Yep, those are the Aguila. Now let's go back out to here. Okay, they're just intermixed. The Hornady and Aguila are just intermixed, or at about 4 o'clock. Yeah, about a good 4 or 5 o'clock position. So not too bad. Okay, so what are the key takeaways today? So again, got the rifle back from Ruger. kind of appears to be functioning as it was originally. Setting 2, 308. Setting 3, 7.62 NATO. Again, if this gun is based off the 308 round, that's probably what it's going to do. So I think there probably is some tuning that I can do and some adjustments, either by putting on adjustable gas block that has different settings, something in between 2 and 3 that can run more of the ammo. Lots of people have suggested one of the Aero Precision. There's a couple other ones out there that multiple of you have put in the comments before, so that's pretty cool. Maybe looking at that. May also be looking at adjusting the weights just a little bit. And but in terms of the stock gun, haven't been able to test the suppressor setting 1. I'll do that in another video. But I'm going to have to make a modification to that. I'm going to have to take off that muzzle brake because you know that otherwise you can't put the suppressor on. So got to have an attachment for it. So yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments. Talked to so many of you. Appreciate all the comments. Some of you, your Ruger is running great. It's the best rifle. Others, not so much. I think if I have a rifle that I know that, hey, you're running 308 ammo, it'll always run on setting 2, I think I'm good with that. I think I'm happy with that. Obviously, I got to do a lot more testing. I've seen this thing run for 100 rounds and then stop running after 100 rounds. And then you lube it and it starts running again. And after 100 rounds, if your gun goes down after lubing for 100 rounds, that's not going to make it. So there's a lot of weird stuff that happens. Probably not the final chapter. Definitely, I'm going to slow down on buying ammunition for this. Got to start reloading a little bit more for it. And yeah, so let me know what you think. I appreciate Ruger getting it fixed, getting it back to me. I still think there may be some a Gen 2 of this rifle at some point in the near future where they'll take all these learnings. If you haven't bought the Ruger yet, my bet would be waiting for a Gen 2. Where they get some of these reliability issues worked out. If you have one, you know, Ruger seems to sometimes be able to help people. I've seen other times they haven't. But in general, a good company, they will take care of you in the long run. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.